Let me just develop my knight, guard my pawn. He's playing the Ruy Lopez. We're not afraid of that though, so let's actually play pawn a6, chasing away the bishop. Now, a lot of person thinks once they take on c6, they're winning a pawn, but once you remember that all you need to do is take with the d pawn, then you're fine. Now, he didn't try to win the pawn and decided to castle his king. Against this, I always develop my bishop, pinning the knight to the queen. Now, he develops his knight, and from here, I'm just looking to get my king castled. So let's play bishop to c5. I want to play knight f6, castle the king, pawn to d3 was played, and I'm thinking, is it possible to castle on the queen side? So let's go queen f6, applying more pressure to this pinned knight with the plan of castling on the queen side. Pawn h3 was played with the idea of chasing away the bishop, but we're just going to be going for the fishing pole trap. Let's go pawn to h5. Once the opponent's king is castled and your rook is on the h file, all you need to do is open the h file to go for the fishing pole trap, which is why my opponent did not take the bishop. So now I'm just going to use the time. Well, if I castle my king, there is bishop to g5, so let's develop the knight to e7 first. Then I'm looking to castle on the queen side. So pawn to b4 was played. My bishop is under attack. Let's go bishop to d4, attacking the knight. This knight is not able to take because of the pin, but then he plays queen to d2, and that's a major mistake because the queen was guarding the knight. Moving the queen to d2, it no longer guards the knight. So once we take the knight, if he tries to take, which is probably the best move, his king is going to be massively exposed. He took, let's take back. His king is now too exposed, which means there will be checkmate in a few moves. He moves his rook out the way. Already I'm thinking of checking here. Yeah, this is over. So I'm going to check on g3. His pawn is not able to take due to the spin. So the king has to move. Then I'm going to take on h3 with check, forcing the king back to g1. Then I'll hit him with rook to h6. This is called a rook lift, where we basically lift the rook onto a file. There's nothing he could do to prevent rook to g6. He pulls his knight back, but that's not going to help because once I play rook to g6, if he blocks with the knight because of this pinned pawn, rook takes g3 will be a checkmate. So let's go rook to g6. Blocking with the queen is actually the only move. He missed it though, which means that's a checkmate. Hit subscribe for more.